Rutgers. I think Steve's got a good team, a team that the rest of us in the league felt that would be a hard out, and they've kind of found their rhythm right now. They played well the last 3 or 4 games. But that being said, obviously the start of the game, specifically defensively, we gave them way too much confidence. Any mistake we made, they made us pay for, and that's what good teams do. I thought we found ourselves a little bit towards the latter part of the first half, specifically defensively. Then the second half is just, especially in a lower possession game, to have 9 turnovers is, you can't do that. You can't do that against good teams. It's the highest percentage turnover rate of half we've had all year. So we got to learn from it, get better, and in this league you don't have time to mope or feel sorry for yourself, because we got another one coming on Tuesday night. So we'll watch the film, learn from this, and get ready for next.
Jeff? Greg, it looked like some of the turnovers, they really put some good pressure on. It looked like some of them were unforced. Do you think their defense at times took you out of what you guys were hoping to do, whether it was half court or trying to push it up a little bit?
I think it's probably both. I'll have a better idea, Jeff, when I watch the film, but I saw a lot of balls get knocked loose or us lose possession off of us not playing off 2 feet, playing on one, not having balance, up in the air, making decisions, those type of things. That's not not us.
Jim?
This team's been so good at closing out games and showing poise down the stretch. Did that seem like an uncharacteristic, like maybe final 5 minutes team?
Well, we turned it over, I think, 3 times down the stretch when I think we even had a lead and we turned it over. But I thought really the tone of the game was set early. As my possession analysis people tell me, I think they had 25 points in the first 15 possessions, and then it was 48-48 after that. On 50 possessions. So it was the early tone that we did not set, that we, in most games, we have set it. And then obviously execution of, you have 9 turnovers and 34 possessions. That's a pretty high percentage, and a percentage that makes it really hard to have success with.
Abby?
Greg, each of your losses this season, except for the Michigan State one, you had one player who was scoring substantially more points than some of his teammates. Is that indicative of really needing all 5 guys to play and add offensive contributions?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you gotta hopefully shoot the ball better, specifically from 3, because then that spreads them out a little bit more defensively, and it makes it easier in the post. They can't double, can't send extra help, can't clog it up. So you've got to counter that by making some shots. But I think the biggest thing for us is that we'll look back at will be what happened on the defensive end, and specifically early. I know there was at least 3 sequences of mistakes, and they hit 3s. And that's 9 points in 3 possessions, and maxed out on those mistakes. That's hard to overcome.
Steven, back.
Greg, I know that Brad is in a bit of a shooting slump right now. Johnny said that we need to start hitting shots for this team to get to where they want to be. Do you like his shot selection right now? You hoping that he shoots through it? What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, he's taken enough shots and made enough shots in his career that I trust his decisions. I thought for the most part, I don't know if he took any bad ones. I think I'll look through the film and really, and get a better idea. But I thought, by and large, almost all of them, he's hit tougher shots than what he's had tonight or today. So,
Jeff? Greg, when you mentioned the mistakes and the 3 threes, are you talking about exchanges where one guy hangs too long with another guy and that leads to a wide open look? So
it was all the above. We came off and to raid the post and got confused on who had who behind it. Out top, we didn't exchange aggressive enough one time. We same side helped one time. The offensive rebound, we guard for 29 seconds and give up an offensive rebound that they score on. So just all those things add up. And like I said, against good teams, you can't have those mistakes which fuel their confidence. And their team, that if you give them a little bit of confidence, man, it'll avalanche on you in a hurry.
Jim?
Greg, would you say you like how your team bounces back from adversity this season? Like they haven't lost 2 in a row. They're saying all the right things today. I think your assistants were saying that after Michigan State lost here.
Right.
You walk in there and you like what they saw and heard. I mean, is that one of the things you like about this?
Yeah, I mean, they're disappointed, it burns, you know, I don't want them to be so happy-go-lucky that this doesn't matter, this matters, they're not, it was pretty, you hear a pin drop in the locker room, I mean, this means something to them, but in this sport, in this league, you gotta flip it pretty quick, you can't let today impact us as we prepare for Tuesday.
Abby?
Greg, it felt like Steven and Johnny started to get a little bit of momentum in the second half. Do you know what happened that it kind of just teetered off, or did you feel like it teetered off a little bit?
Well, I'd have to look at each possession and see what, you know, we had some turnovers in there where we didn't get shots. So, I mean, what happens or why did they teeter off for a little bit? I'll have to look at the sequence of possessions of what happened. Did they have shots? Did we? I thought Steve did some good things. I think he's continuing to grow and mature and get better. But we gotta be consistent, specific on the defensive end for a complete game against better teams.